My hair has gotten so long. Okay, everyone, so we're in a different area. As you can see, this is my bedroom. The reason why is because Ian is working from home. We're both working from home, so he's in the living room where I usually film. So I don't want to disturb him, so I decided to just record in here. So if you're curious, we're in my bedroom and I've got a really exciting haul today. So I decided to support a local bookstore here in Queens, New York, and that store is called Astoria Bookshop. That's one of my favorite bookstores to go to when I am able to go. Right now, obviously, I cannot. So the way that they set up their store, basically, that you order online through a third-party service. So that's what I did. I ordered four books from that third-party service, but it, like a percentage of it goes to Astoria Bookshop. So shout out to Astoria Bookshop. I'm just going to show you what I got. I did a little bit of a hint about what's going to be in this haul on my Patreon. If you do want to get these like early access, you can head over to my Patreon. I'll put it somewhere around my face. The theme is spooky, and I don't think that's much of a surprise. I'm also showing a fifth book, a little bit of a extra. Okay, so I'm going to jump right in. The first one I'm going to show is something that is not new. It is Misery by Stephen King. I've always wanted to read Misery. I really love the movie with Kathy Bates, and I really like Castle Rock, which actually shows a bit of Misery. Not a bit, quite a lot. Season 2 is basically Misery's origin story, so that's not any spoilers. I'm pretty sure everybody knows that it's about Annie Wilkes. I wanted to dive into something that I'm very familiar with, seeing that I've seen the movie and the TV show so many times. That's book number 1, Misery by Stephen King. Next book. This is called A Head Full of Ghosts by Paul Tremblay. Now, I've never read Paul Tremblay before, but I've heard he's like one of the masterminds in horror right about now. He's got quotes by Stephen King, so that's saying a lot, but I've never read a book by him, so I wanted to read something by him. I wanted to read something that was not new because I had a budget for these books. If I've never heard of Paul Tremblay, I don't mind going back in time and reading something a little bit older if it's a little bit cheaper. So I got this one. It had really, really good reviews. So there's a mix of like the exorcism vibes going on here. Let me know if you've read this book or if you've read anything by Paul Tremblay. I have no opinion on him, so, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Book number 3, and this is going to be the first book that I start in this haul. It is Penpal by Dathan Auerbach. I hope I said that right. I'm sorry if I haven't. I don't like the cover of this, first of all. I have to say that because I am someone that does judge books by the cover, and you'll see what I mean in my other books that I'm about to show you. But I never really wanted to get this book because I don't like the cover. I know about this book because it used to be a series of creepypasta stories, and I was a huge creepypasta fan. I still am, so I shouldn't say past tense. And I think I read his stories when they were on creepypasta way back when, and I remember getting to the end of the series, and it said that this person, this author, was working on a novel. Now, this happened a long time ago, so obviously I lost interest. I forgot about it, so, this book came and went, and I never really put a second thought into it just because I stopped caring. But I've been seeing, and I also heard that this was on No Sleep Podcast, which I love. I love the No Sleep Podcast, so that piqued my interest. But what mostly piqued my interest is that it's getting a lot of great reviews, and people that I personally trust, people who are very, very into the horror genre, giving it good reviews. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna get it. It's gotten so hyped up for me that this is going to be what I read first, and I'm gonna start reading it today. You can check me out on Instagram to see my updates on this. All I know is that it has to do with his childhood and putting pieces together for this overall story. I can't remember way back when I read the creepypasta, so that's all I got for you right now. So this is what I meant by judging a book by its cover. Look at this cover, okay? Oh my god. Amazing. I don't like hardcovers. This book I needed to get despite it being hardcover. and it was the most expensive, obviously because it's hardcover, but also because it's a new release, I think. Let me just double check. Yeah, it's a new release. And what's really funny is that I work for Hachette Book Group, who published this book under the imprint Grand Central Publishing. So I didn't have to pay full price for this, but I did. I don't know what it's about. It looks so good though. And I have seen really, really great reviews so far. This person has published a lot of books. This is a list of all the other books that they've published. It's a popular name. I've never read anything by this author. So this is going to be my first, and it has quotes from Gillian Flynn, who I'm a giant fan of. So I have high hopes for this. It's giant. It's huge. This is probably going to be one that I pick up later on when I get back into my groove of reading, because right now I'm in a slump. Seeing that it's placed in the woods is also something that's appealing to me. Those are the 4 books that I got in my local bookstore haul. I'm very excited for every single one of them, and I do want to show you one extra. It is The Only Good Indians. So this is another horror book. I actually got this for free. I partner with Gallery Books. Total disclaimer, I got this for free, and it's an advanced readers edition, and I'm super, super excited about it because it has incredible reviews. I've heard nothing but great reviews, and to have something like this on the back, one of 2020's buzziest horror novels, to have a quote like that on the back, you know, I had to get this one. And I'm so grateful to have gotten it sent to me early, because it was supposed to pub in April, but now it's in July because of the whole pandemic. So this gives me some time to read it and possibly review it before it pubs to the public. But I'll just give you a little snippet. It says in the very beginning of this blurb on the back, "The creeping horror of Paul Tremblay meets Tommy Orange's There There in a dark novel of revenge, cultural identity, and the cost of breaking from tradition in this latest novel from the Jordan Peele of horror literature." Okay, what? So you got 3 names there. Paul Tremblay, which is supposedly an incredible horror author. Tommy Orange, huge fan. And then Jordan Peele. I mean, I see no mention of women there, but these are 3 really, really talented creators. So I am excited to see what the hype is about. Look at this cover, it's incredible. So it seems right up my alley. Check out my Instagram if you want to see updates on this. That's my little extra addition there to my haul. Here's a shot right there. I'm going to list the titles and everything in the description, so if you want to easily find it. I'm also going to link the third-party service that is collaborating with my local bookstore, so that you can possibly see if they're collaborating with local bookstores in your area. And if not, definitely go directly to your local bookstore's website to make sure that you can get orders from them. They're really struggling right now, so you definitely want to, you know, put your money where it's worth. You can even order on Amazon right now. They're not prioritizing books, so it's best just to go to your local bookstore. Hope you enjoyed this little haul. Let me know if any of those titles seem interesting to you, or if you've read it before, let me know what you thought about it. It might sway me in what I read after I read Penpal, because I'm definitely reading that one first. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. I will be posting a lot more now that I'm forced home and I have time to do things. And like this video if you liked it, and thanks for watching.